Hi everybody, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am picking a TBR for the month of March, or rather, I'm not picking it, but random.org is going to pick it for me. So whenever I hear about an interesting book, I will go into my library account on the computer and I save those books to a TBR essentially there called Books to Read. But I'm not very good about reading those books. I was a little bit better last year, but there are still books on that list that have been there for years and years. And so I haven't been to the library at all yet in 2025, and I figured it would be a lot of fun if I let random.org pick 5 books for me for a TBR in the month of March. So I have my computer here. In one tab, I have open my library want to read list, which is 53 books. And in the other tab, I have random.org, which I'm going to set it to 1 to 53. And I'm going to hit generate 5 times. We'll see what book it matches up with on my library list, and then I will place that book on hold. Here are my rules. If I absolutely am not in the mood to read that book anymore, I have to delete it from the list. And if it's an ebook and there's a really, really long hold line, then I will probably skip over it for the sake of the video because I'm hoping to wrap these up with you in March. But let's go ahead and get started. First result is book number 10. Let's go to my list here. And we have, oh goodness, nonfiction. This is The Trauma Cleaner, One Woman's Extraordinary Life in the Business of Death, Decay, and Disaster. This is by Sarah Krasnostein. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing these names. This book is just like the title says. It's a nonfiction story about a woman who is a trauma cleaner, and that sounds really interesting. I've heard a lot of really great reviews of this book. I don't remember a specific person who recommended it, but I'm going to place this on hold. It's on the shelf right now at my local library, but I'm still going to place it on hold so I can pick up all of the books at once. This book is 291 pages, so even though it's nonfiction, hopefully it will be a quick read, really hold my attention, probably a little gross at points, but we will see. Let's go ahead and generate book number 2. And I got number 19 on the list, which is interesting. It's Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have only read one Emily Henry book, which was Book Lovers. Didn't really like it. Honestly, it was mid for me. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. I am not a big romance person. I probably read 1 to 2 romance books a year, but I did add this one to my books to read list because I remember at the time a lot of people were saying this was their favorite Emily Henry book. So let me go ahead, place a hold on this. It is on the shelf at the library, so I'll be able to pick it up. Okay, let's go ahead and generate book number 3. I got number 50, so this is probably a newer addition to this list. Okay, it is The Passengers by John Mars. I'm not sure who mentioned this book, but I think it was on somebody's favorite books of 2024 list, if I'm remembering correctly. I have read one other John Mars book before. It was The One. I found that really fast-paced, good thriller type of story, and I believe that's what this one is going to be as well. It says that you're riding in your self-driving car when suddenly the doors lock, the route changes, and you have lost all control. Sounds very interesting, sounds very with the times. So I'm going to place a hold on this book. It is available from a library in my system, so hopefully it will come in pretty soon. Okay, we're on to pick number 4. Let's see what it is. Number 39. Okay, number 39 is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. I want to say I heard about this from Vicky's Book Nook. Maybe it was Raylene from Books Unbound. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a modern classic. Don't know anything about it. Here's the thing with me. I know that I said I heard about these from people, but what I do is I add them to the list and then I forget about them and I don't remember why I want to read them, which is pretty fun. The description says, When brain surgery makes a mouse into a genius, dull-witted Charlie Gordon wonders if it might also work for him. Interesting. This is available from another library, so I'm going to go ahead and place a hold on it. Okay, we're on to the last pick. Let's see what I get. Number 8. This should be an older book. It's When the English Fall, a novel by David Williams. Fun fact, I remember where I heard about this one. It was from Russell from Ink and Paper blog, and I'm pretty sure when he hauled it, it sounded super interesting to me, but then I remember he read it and didn't really enjoy it, but I still kept it on my list because the plot does sound interesting. It says, seen through the diary of Jacob, an Amish farmer trying to protect his family and his way of life, this book examines the idea of peace in the face of deadly chaos when an Amish community in Pennsylvania is caught up in the devastating aftermath of a catastrophic solar storm and the subsequent collapse of modern civilization. Sounds right up my alley. I'm going to go ahead and place it on hold. It is available from another library. So my TBR for the month of March is set. Here's what I have on hold. I have When the English Fall, a novel, The Trauma Cleaner, One Woman's Extraordinary Life in the Business of Death, Decay, and Disaster, The Passengers, Happy Place, and Flowers for Algernon. I will leave those linked in the description box if you'd like to read along with me, and I will be back in my next video with a reading update. I hope you guys are having a great week. Happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye!